I lost my phone. It was just in my car. But I went through it. Yeah, you did, Darren. That's right. And so did Shay. Shay is the one that actually found it. Anyway, right where she said it would probably be. Anyway, irrelevant. For a few days, we were together. We were both at the same time without our phones, and we used to talk about how like nice it was becoming. You know what I mean? It was like obviously we do still need our phones, but it was liberating. Yeah, it was liberating. Exactly, that's the best way to put it. It was freeing. You know, there was this one moment where and she had experienced literally the same thing. And it was like a few hours later or the next day or something, I pointed out how when I didn't have my phone, I went outside to have a smoke, and it occurred to me while I was outside that I was like looking at the birds. I was looking at my surroundings, and I was thinking about what's that for, and what is this, and I was enjoying, the smell of the, because we were in Maine at the time, and I was enjoying like the smell of being close to the ocean, and you know what I mean? It was like I was in the moment instead of in my phone. And so, well, no, I mean, we still would have had data, but so the next day I'm mentioning it to Shay, and she goes, "Oh my God, I did the same thing happened to me. I went outside and had a cigarette, and I realized I'm listening to the birds. I'm looking at all this stuff, and it's like, I don't know, man. There's something to be said for the people who like every now and then I'll take a break from Facebook. I'll just deactivate my account for like a week, but I would like to try at some point to just go without my phone entirely for a week. You know what I mean? And I mean, I did it just recently, and like I said, but I was also kind of in a panic because I didn't know where my phone was. You know what I mean? I just want to turn my phone off, put it away, and be like, I'll see you again next week. You know what I mean?
That would never happen for us.
Well, I mean, for you guys, you couldn't. You know what I mean? Because you're saying, okay, so that's the difference between using it as a tool, Bernie, like what you're talking about, as opposed to a drug. You know what I mean? You need to use it as a tool because you're running your goddamn business with it. But like I said, it's in those moments where you guys are out to dinner. Fucking phones ought to get put away for that shit. Yeah. I remember we were talking about first dates and that stuff. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
About pulling the phone out. When you're on a date or you're watching a movie, if you've decided that that's what you're going to do, just put the fucking phones away. You know what I mean? It's aggravating.
On that same line though, we came across this when we were teaching my daughter how to drive. She didn't know where she was going half the time because the whole time we had been driving around with her, her growing up, she was always playing on her phone. So when it was time for her to drive somewhere, we'd be like, "Oh, it's over by whatever," right. And she'd be like,
"Completely lost.
Where is that?"
And you're like, "You've been there 1,000 times."
But she was so absorbed with her phone,
right?
While she should have been watching the road and
Wow, I never thought of that.
Where
That's
she was going.
Fascinating. Yeah. Wow. I could see how that would be the case. I had a friend of mine just the other day say he went into one of these gas stations, Rite Aid, CVS, whatever the fuck, and he was trying to get a map, and he was like, "They don't fucking sell maps anymore." I'm like, "This is not news," but it's an interesting observation that they no longer sell maps. Because I'll tell you what, man, we ever get hit with like a solar flare or one of these things that they say will eventually happen. Where we have our. I mean, there's going to be a whole lot worse things than people not knowing how to use maps. If we had our entire electrical fucking thing knocked out, there would be a lot of really bad things that would happen as a result of that. But there would be people that would be just completely fucking useless and clueless.
That's what I think The Walking Dead is. Take the cell phones away, you're going to have a bunch of fucking Walking Dead around.
Yeah, I have seen funny memes where they're like, the zombies are real and they're now, and it's just a crowd of kids with their faces buried in their phones. You know what I mean? Like, zombies are real and the apocalypse is now.
That's true.
Because once you take the cell phone away, what are these people going to do?
They're bored.
Oh, immediately.
I don't know.
Immediately bored.
Yeah,
they're immediately bored. They're like, and there's actually a thing. I should probably look it up, but I'm not going to. I'm lazy. But there's an actual thing. There's a clinically diagnosable disorder that they have associated with people when they lose their phones. Yeah. I mean, it's like I can't remember what it's called. And again, I'm not going to look it up because I don't feel like it. But it's a thing. You know what I mean? But we've allowed these things to just become. So, like Mike said, a routine. It's just it becomes a part of our everyday fucking life. And it's like I find myself scrolling. And don't get me wrong, there is some funny shit on Facebook. You know what I mean? And there is sometimes some educational value to it as well. But what I'm talking about here, because again, I scroll through Facebook and shit too, but Snapchat is the fucking devil, Bobby Boucher. I mean, it is. It's the most useless fucking. Oh my God,
I don't
sycophantic waste of fucking time that I just can't fucking stomach it. Like I still have the app on my phone, but you know the last time I looked at Snapchat, fucking probably 3 months ago. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't get it. But fucking everybody loves it. They're all fucking addicted to it. They all get to fucking. I'm gonna fucking snap that. I'm gonna fucking snap that. I'm gonna snap me doing the same fucking thing I do every other. I snap every fucking day.
But here's the thing. It's not just Snapchat. Oh, I snapped it. Oh, now I have to go to IG and do the same thing.
Right.
Oh, but you know what? I got to copy this and I have to put it on Facebook.
Right.
And let's not forget my tweet. I got to make sure that, oh my God.
I don't have a tweet account. I don't know what tweet is all about.
Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter.
I'm clueless on it. So
It's
Yeah.
a little bird.
It's a social media website. They used to only have, I think it was 120 characters that you could post. So the message had to be short. I think they just increased it to like 200 something, so they could be larger. The thing about the useful thing about Twitter is that pretty much everybody is on it,
Right.
like celebrity-wise. You know what
Yes.
I mean? And you stand a likelihood of being able to actually reach a celebrity sometimes through Twitter. But I mean, and governmental agencies are on there. The White House is on there.
I talk to Spinnerella all the time.
There you go. See? Does she talk back to you?
Yes, she does.
Well, there you go. That's awesome then.
Cinderella?
Are you fucking kidding me right
from
now?
Oh,
So-
I know, but you might
Yeah,
know
but do you know? Yeah, who is it? For the listeners?
for the listeners.
You know what? We're going to take a break.
DJ Spinnerella, cut it up
One time. Well, you know what? We're going to actually take a break. We're going to explain to Mark during this commercial little commercial break. We're going to explain him who Spinderella is and Twitter. And when we come back, we're going to have ladies' room as well. So stick around. Just kidding. We love you. We'll be back.
I'll be in the crapper.
I'm such in slow mode. I'm so sorry, guys.
That's all good, man. Break for 4 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, my might be longer.
Probably longer.
I should probably just coffee now.
Shit.
Can you listen, Aaron, and see if that commercial's playing?
Oh, yeah.
We didn't get a chance at it. I don't think that's it. I'm going to hear so much shit from Shay about shitting all over Snapchat.
Say cheese! Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Did you know that more than 3 million people in the U.S. are living with chronic hepatitis C? But as many as 75% don't know they're infected? Hepatitis C can affect anyone, but those born from 1945 through 1965 have the highest rates of this disease, and many don't know how or when they got infected. So what is hepatitis C? It's a serious liver disease caused by the hepatitis C virus. Many people can live with hepatitis C for decades without ever having symptoms or feeling sick. But over time, chronic hepatitis C can lead to severe health problems, including liver damage and liver failure. In fact, hepatitis C is a leading cause of liver cancer. In the past, hepatitis C was not typically included in routine blood tests. But if you were born from 1945 through 1965, the CDC now recommends that you get a blood test for hepatitis C as part of your standard medical care. Getting tested is the only way to know if you have hepatitis C. So talk to your doctor and find out if you have hepatitis C. It could save your life. No more.
If If you're looking for some live music and a little fun, then Perfect Entertainment, Nashua's best for DJs and karaoke selection, is your answer. Hailed by the Nashua Telegraph, they do it all from birthday parties to weddings to corporate events. Perfect Entertainment will provide entertainment your family and friends will remember for a lifetime. For more information, visit the Perfect Entertainment page on Facebook. You could also contact them at 247-6470. That's 247-6470.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so when we come back from break again, Ladies' Room is going to be coming up. One thing I definitely want to mention is the show, Common Sense New Hampshire, is proudly sponsored by PDS.
This is Philip Palker from Precision Delivery Solutions. I'm the president and owner of the corporation. We are a truckload carrier regionally based in the Northeast, currently looking for qualified CDL drivers with top pay and benefits for this area. We urge you to give us a call at 1-800-639-3095, extension 1020. That is 1-800-639-3095. extension 1020. We look forward to hearing from you folks. We are the future of transportation.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah?
The Iguanas are having a party this weekend.
Oh, I know. We should bring along some Budweiser.
I'm not worried about the Budweiser. I'm worried about our pickup lines.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm tired of sitting on the branch with you every Saturday night.
Speak for yourself. I've had a few dates.
Hey, that thing with the newt was not a date,
What are
Frank.
you talking
You
about?
were helping her hunt for morts.
So, whatever. It's
Yeah,
a date, okay?
Let's work on the
We're out
lines.
together.
How about this?
What?
What's a beautiful iguana like you doing in a rat-infested swamp like this?
Louis, that's the oldest line in the book,
What?
all right? It's played.
Okay. How about your eyes are like huge bulging spheres which can rotate in any direction?
Oh, you're nuts. You're
Huh?
getting nowhere with that.
What?
You need a more romantic approach, Louis.
Yeah, like what?
Look, you just send them a Budweiser from across the swamp.
Okay, I like that.
Then you crawl up slowly
I like
and
that.
say, I couldn't help but notice how the moonlight reflects off of your sticky, gelatinous tongue.
Oh, Frank, that's disgusting.
Not disgusting. It's
That's-
certainly no worse than your lines. You know,
Romeo,
I mean,
you are not.
Hey, I've had much success with that line.
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. In-the-Car Nose Picker.
Mr. In the Car Nose Picker.
For you, the daily commute isn't simply a drive to the office. It's a hands-on exploration deep into your schnoz.
I'm going in now.
With pinpoint accuracy and sheer determination, you dig for boogers like miners dig for gold.
Hit the jackpot.
And why do you do it? 'Cause the windows are up and you think we can't see you. We can.
How you doing?
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, oh nabber of the nose nugget. We'd like to shake your hand, but you'll have to wash it first.
Mr. In the Car Nose Picker.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Guess what time it is? Time to put on that lipstick. Mascara. Oh, yes. And the high heels. Because it's time for Ladies' Room. And Aaron D has all the information for you. Welcome back to Common Sense, New Hampshire. Welcome back, Common Sense, New Hampshire. Time for Ladies' Room.
Hello, ladies.
Hi. Okay, great. Thank you.
Well, fuck you too, Mike. Last I checked, I had a vagina.
Oh, my Lord.
That is a kickoff to Ladies' Room, let me tell you right there.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do, but I'm not going to show you. What the hell, man? It's my private collection.
My God. This segment descended into madness fairly quickly, and I just sat down. Sat down. Good Lord.
We went from Ladies' Room into the gutter. That's what happened.
Yes.
Aaron, what is the subject for Ladies' Room this week?
Oh, ladies. All right, so
Oh yeah, you're making you're making
But
a hand gesture for drink.
Yeah, I know.
That's pour a drink, Bernie.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, put it like closer to your mouth. Oh, that's right. You don't know. Let me